Welcome back to my Pokemon Prism walkthrough. I'm your host, DeoGenZ. Oh my gosh! It's a Palette Patroller. And we're fighting the Dark Ranger today. The black one. What Pokemon does he have? But of course, Dark types. Now in this case, you're going to want to bring your water Pokemon that you mainlined at the Pyre Gym. The Pyre Badge Gym and Oxalis City. It will take out any Houndour that he throws at you. And this one isn't really that strong. I mean, a wing attack has taken him down. Look at that. Oh, but yes, we continue onwards through this long cave. Oh, when I say long, I mean long. Again, it's only made longer because of all the random encounters that you can't repel because there's not enough cash in the game. But you have to get through all these Palette Rangers here that are resprited and reskinned to look like Power Rangers for some reason, and their EV plus color of their suit Pokemon. I actually think there's one Palette Ranger now that I think of it, Palette Patroller. I keep saying Ranger, mixing up Power Ranger and Patroller, but Palette Patroller that actually has two of its costumed Pokemon, so I think it's the Pink Ranger. Ah, there we go, saying it again. Whatever. Ranger, Patroller, they're interchangeable as far as I'm concerned. Oh, but I'm eager to get outside of this cave. I want to keep exploring. I'm all for exploring, and really that's what my favorite thing to do in a video game is, other than some swift action that's well programmed, not shoddy action that's poorly programmed like Pokemon Rumble. Just keep pressing the same button and button and button and button, and look, you win! That's not the kind of action I'm looking for. Nor is this the kind of adventure I'm looking for, where it's just caves. I don't like caves. If you couldn't tell. But, you know, it would be a lot better if I had some Repel. Or maybe a Shadow Tag. Or maybe I'm thinking of the wrong tag, but I know there's a spooky item. A spooky item. I remember there being a spooky item that you got in a ghost tower or some Pokemon gravesite that would allow you to repel Pokemon. If you guys are knowing what I'm referring to, then please comment below. Otherwise, I'm just going to sound like a babbling idiot. Or babbling brook. Imagine that. You walk up to a babbling brook. This brook sounds moronic! Really? I thought it just sounded wet to me. And that's pretty interesting. These Palette Patrollers actually use heal items? Really? Huh. That's some good enemy AI programming that you don't often see in the evil team. Yeah, I wonder if these Palette Patrollers are just the patrollers of this region, or if they have underlings? I'm starting to think that these guys are it. Similar to how the XD Gale of Darkness Rangers went, or bad guys, I forget what they were called, but that Cypher group, they actually had a very similar subgroup that was pretty much the Palette Rangers here. Palette Patrollers. Who cares? That's right, that's what I say about the Rangers Patrollers issue. Do you have a lighter? Yes, I know I have a mask on. Sigh. Fine, you can have this. Really? A cigarette? What could we possibly do with that in a Pokemon game? That's one of the worst things to put in a Pokemon game. I mean, if he handed you a joint, yeah, I would be all for it, you know. I would be promoting that message, but giving cigarettes to kids and people who are playing Pokemon, come on. That's not cool. That's why they're the evil group. If they were the good group, they'd be spreading the ganja. Anyway, let's turn the lights on here so we can see what's going on. Nope. Damn, that was not the correct hole. We gotta fall down a different gaping void in order to reach that blue Palette Patroller up there. Ah, well. We'll try again, Captain. An electric Pokemon could... I wish they would auto-start sometimes. I don't know how much programming that would take, but I guess it's good enough to choose. I think it's pretty convenient that you don't have to go on and waste one of your movesets, devoting it to Flash. It's a good feature. Please be Palette. Yes! Time to battle Mr. Blue. You want to battle, right? Sorry, don't be mad. I just joined yesterday as an intern. Oh, so I guess they do have grunts. But they train them to be different colors of the rainbow. Maybe there will be a purple palette ranger. A chartreuse, perhaps? Once they're getting down on the color spectrum. When they pull out macaroni and cheese palette ranger, that's when you know you gotta close the group. That's when you have too many members. Too many colors, too many costumes. Not enough variations on the Pokemon sprites to choose whose Pokemon goes to who. I get the Larvitar. No, you get the Bulbasaur! You're more of a teal. So these palette rangers, not really much of a problem, especially this blue one here. He's particularly easy if you have, well, actually I don't think you'd have any psychic moves at this point, but if you somehow manage to find a ground type move, if you happen to train a Geodude, for example, you'd have no problems against this Tentacool. Well, maybe Geodude would, if it had any water type moves. However, any Tentacool I face rarely have water type moves. It's only when you get into Tentacruel that they sometimes have water pulse, and that's even rare too. Mostly they'll just be mainlining the poison stings and constricts. Sometimes they'll use paralyzation moves, but overall, even though it has a dual type of water and poison, Tentacools and Tentacruels stay mainly out of that type genre for their moveset pool, and I don't understand why. Is it a limitedness of the programmer to come up with intelligent AI programming? I don't know. I doubt it, but they just tend to not have water moves. Not even Bubble, now that I think of it. That's interesting. I just think some of the basic Pokemon, at least in the water area, have Bubble. Why doesn't Tentacool? Man, now that that's got me... I gotta get off that tangent because I'm just gonna think about it this whole episode. I'm gonna have to go to Cerebi after this and see what level Tentacool and Tentacruel learn sufficient water moves at. Oh well. Anyway, this Eevee won't be learning any sufficient water moves until who knows when. So far, just telling you some foreshadowing ahead, I haven't found a second position for these Palette Patrollers. I found more of them, more members of the Palette Patrol, but I haven't rebattled any of them, so I haven't seen any updated movesets, and I haven't seen any updated evolved Pokemon. Again, this being in beta, I constantly remind, there's still more to be programmed, so I'm glad that the developers are taking a good long time and programming some really cool features into this game. Something that I don't think is available now, but is available later, is the ability to mine, and that actually might... Oh my gosh! We got the Azumarill! I love Azumarill. It's such a happy, bouncy, round water Pokemon. I don't know if I fully described my love for spherical things in any episode. Oh, you know what? I can't even talk about that. I was going to talk about that in some episode of a walkthrough you guys don't even know about yet. Anyway, I'll discuss it here. I love round things. I love spherical objects. I don't know why, but I've always been entranced with them. And that's why I fell in love with the Metroid series so easily. The Pokemon series. Come on, balls, Pokeballs. It's not even the funny puns that you get in some video games where they're obviously referencing testicles. But I love spheres. I don't know why. I love round objects, and wow. Just pulled a Shadow Triad move there. Just completely disappeared. Oh, and another Palette Patroller emerges. This is the green guy I mentioned earlier. Oh, and he knows us. The Palette Patrollers must have walkie-talkies, or maybe this is an age of cell phone Pokemon games, I don't know. But they have to be in communication with one another. The yellow one probably relayed to the green one after I pwned him. Dude! Make sure you trash that Bulbasaur, and get something that he doesn't expect. Like a Scyther! That's right. It's not just Larvitars or grass types, it's bug types that are green, it's any green Pokemon this guy will have. Pretty awesome. Yeah, so what I was saying before I got into the tangent of Maru evolving and the fact that I love circles for some reason. Don't know why. Anyway, yes, they have a mining element to this game, and I think I would enjoy caving a lot more if it was mining that I was doing. It would be a lot like Minecraft, but in the Pokemon world. If you think about it, we did some preliminary mining back in the beginning of this walkthrough when we turned into Larvitar and went into that small cavern to see the other Larvitar. We nommed the little piles of dirt, and that's some basic mining if you think about it. But it looks like they're going to give you chances to mine different ores, and then taking them to different areas, you can smelt them down for items, you can collect them for different stones. There seems to be a versatile, great element to mining in Prism. And I haven't seen it in any Pokemon game at all before it. So it's very cool. I don't know if this was inspired at all by Minecraft, if this mining element has anything to do with it, but they have a lot of crafting, if you think about it. Not even just the mining of different ores and turning them into rings and stones, and I'm not even going to talk about rings for now, but rings do something important in powering up your Pokemon and accessing different things in this game. But you also had the option earlier in Oxalis City to turn cloth into clothing, and different colors too. You didn't have dye that you had to collect around the world because it's not specifically a crafting game, but it does add some more Minecraft elements to it, and I really enjoy that. I'm very curious to question the developers if I ever get a chance to. Was that at all inspired by Minecraft? Because you gotta think this was a beta of last year, and last year Minecraft was out. In fact, that was when it was in alpha mode still. That's when I got it. It was in the summer. Huh. It's funny, I didn't realize it, but yeah, I discovered Minecraft and this beta all at the same summer. Last year was a good game for... or last year was a good game. Last year was a good year for games over the summer, I realized. We had that, we had Metroid Other M. I guess I don't really follow what goes on with the console so much because I have Wii, mostly, and not much goes on with it at all. So, if anything, it's after a few months. But on the PC side of things, I was really investing a lot of explorative time into what I could do. ROMs, Minecraft. Good year for the PC. Well, you know what can clearly explain that? That's when I got my Beast of Quadraxis. And it looks like my time is up.